Hi guys, welcome back to Manifest with Armine. My name is Armine and I'm a law of attraction consultant. This video is to answer the question, hi Armine, I have a question. While manifesting your specific person back, and it's been a long time of no contact, 2.5 years, the only thing I have manifested is him seeing my Facebook stories. Is it a sign that everything is unfolding? My mom told me that I may be a fool to think that he can come back after this long. And hearing this from your loved ones can bring you down. Can you please make a video about how not to react to what others are saying and stick with your manifestation? Thank you. Okay, so specific person question. First of all, my recommendation to anybody, if you are intending to bring a relationship back into your life, I recommend not using the words SP, the letters, like especially the abbreviation SP, because what happens is that in this online world, in the online law of attraction community, attracting your expat community, this SP is just basically, it's taking on the tone of this unreachable thing that I don't have, this thing that I used to have and I don't. So don't use SP anymore. Very simple decision you can make and just stick to it. Don't use SP. Anytime you're compelled to use it, because out of habit only, that's the only reason we use it. So replace it with another word that feels good to you. Say my love or my boyfriend, my husband. It depends on how brave you are in that moment and where your level of belief is, and just what word makes you feel good. It doesn't mean that if you believe you can say husband then it feels better, or just you can call them by a nickname that you used to call each other. That's better, 1,000 times better than calling them an SP specific person. Obviously, I know you use that word to communicate to me what the role of that person is, but exactly, see, you're using that word to communicate to anybody at all, whether it's yourself or somebody else, that this is an SP who I do not have. Okay, so just be like mindful of the words that you're using and how it makes you feel every time, because it's basically defining that I don't have this person. That's for just for your future reference. It'll help you a lot. So manifesting your specific person back, and it's been a long time no contact. Time of contact really has nothing to do with anything, because honestly, you can have more time that you've not had contact with them, and you can both be in a much better place vibrationally than you were before, and it will be a much better relationship when you come together again. So time of contact, the only reason time of contact matters to you right now is because it making you feel, you're defining it as the longer we haven't seen each other, the longer we haven't been together, that means it's gonna be hard to get back together, as if that makes any sense at all. It makes actually no sense to the universe. It doesn't matter how long you've been not having contact. That has nothing to do with anything. It could be that was necessary in order for you both to be vibrationally in the best place for the best possible relationship together. So it says, the only thing I've manifested is him seeing my Facebook stories. Okay, so now when you see that he sees your Facebook stories, I get that it excites you. I get that would excite you, but I mean, like, once you're with him, that would feel normal. Obviously, since your Facebook stories, so try to adapt that feeling, like adopt that feeling of actually that being normal. So while it's exciting that moment, only because you've had no contact for such a long time, you should see those things as normal. I will tell you, once you accept it as normal, and it doesn't take long, if you just decide to go against reasoning and decide that this is a normal thing, then you'll see how much more often he'll see your Facebook stories, or you'll see how much more often he's reacting to your things. And again, I don't suggest you go for these things as manifestations, because these are kind of messing with the middle. Like, it's all right. Like, if it makes you happy, okay, but those things usually are done out of desperation, because you feel like maybe I can get that much. If I can't get the relationship, maybe I can get a like or something, or a view. And just to let you know how the universe works, yeah, those things will happen so easily once you see them as normal. And when you're in a relationship with them, they are, of course, normal. So Let's see. Is it a sign that everything is unfolding? It's a sign that you were aligned with seeing him have some kind of activity with you. It was a crack that allowed that thing to show up for you. That's it. You can see it as if you see it as a sign that everything's unfolding, then it will be, because the signs follow, they do not precede. That's what Neville says, right? So you want a sign to believe that something else is going to happen, but signs come after the alignment. Once you're aligned with something, that's when it happens, and you see it as a sign of progression, right? So keep that in mind. And then it says, then you wrote, my mom told me that I may be a fool to think that he can come back after this long. Okay, well, we already addressed that, and time has nothing to do with it. Your mom cares about you. Your mom is probably grew up with a set of beliefs that's probably pretty different from what we understand about how the universe works. Most of our parents did. Most people in this world go by certain things that we try to protect ourselves with. Like, these are things, the way things usually work. This is what statistics say, and this is what we're going to go by to be smart and to protect ourselves and to be reasonable. And, well, reason has no place in what we talk about, right? Because reasoning is basically the interference, as Neville says again. If you're going to go by reasoning, then you can live a mediocre life like everybody else. If you want to live like a wonderful life, like a life of just wonder, then you will have to put reasoning aside. As irresponsible as that might feel sometimes, then you have to go with more what you desire and what you are doing in your imagination, more than what your physical senses are showing you, and what reasoning from past generations or societal conditioning is bringing up in you. So it says, hearing this from your loved ones can bring you down. Hearing that from your loved ones will bring you down until you are vibrationally closer to receiving it. When you train yourself to actually see it as normal that you are in this relationship with this person and how you're grateful for it, and you are just appreciative of this person, you take out the relationship equation from it, then what will happen is when your loved ones or anyone says anything that goes against what you are creating in your experience, you won't even react. And this happens every single time that I'm manifesting something that you might consider big. It's that it comes to a point where someone whose opinion you value will say something, and you will be unmoved by it. This is what Florence Scovel Shinn speaks of when she writes. This is what she writes about. She says, when something doesn't move you, it falls away of its own weight. So first of all, the reason that someone's telling you that it's foolish to believe that after all this much time you can get back together, that's basically because you had that seed of doubt in your mind in the first place. And there's no way someone can say that to you without, if anything anyone tells you is a reflection of something you have inside. So once you clear up that belief in you, then if you still have that reflection of someone telling you something that goes against your belief, against your wish being fulfilled, then you will not be moved by it, because you are no longer that person you were before. You are now the person have formed your imagination. You are the new person. You're not the old person. You're the new man, not the old man. And when someone says something that would have bothered you before, not only are you unmoved by it, but you have the sense of like excitement in you, the sense of low, like just exciting quietness that you are thinking, because you know that you know something that they don't know yet, and you're not upset with them. You're excited. You're feeling anticipation a bit for the unfolding of it, and you're calm and patient because you know already that it's on its way. You know it's done. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, can you make a video about how not to react when others are to what others are saying, and stick with your manifestation? Thank you. Your manifestation is the state of being that you are establishing within yourself. It's about paying more attention to what's in your imagination and what you're creating in your imagination, what you are letting live in your imagination, as opposed to what is what your senses are experiencing, the physical senses are experiencing, and only because what your physical senses are experiencing are what was going on in your imagination before. When we talk about imagination, we do all things in our imagination. Everything that we are experiencing in this physical reality is ourselves pushed out, right? So it's what we were doing in our imagination before. You can either use your imagination to create what you want or what you don't want. It's your choice. So there you go. If you have any other questions, guys, if you have comments, if you want to share similar experiences, some insight, if you have further questions, please do so in the comment section below. If you like this video, please click like. If you'd like to subscribe, please do so and click the bell for notifications, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.